What's up, guys? I hope this lighting is good enough and the angle and stuff. Today I want to share with you a story that happened to my classmate. Well, my former classmate. And it was when I was about 20 years old. So, 10 years ago. Um there was this guy that was 4 years older than me, I think. And it was in high school. We were studying additional 2 years to get a degree, and the specialization was entrepreneurship, right? So he was sitting not right next to me, but close to me, and we had a little chat. I got to know him a little bit more. He was a ginger, and he had this condition where he cannot be on the sun for too long. At least that's what he told me. It had a specific name, but I don't remember. Um, he told me he used to be a bookmaker or whatever the profession is called, but that field wasn't doing too well. So I think to become an entrepreneur was his last hope, to start making a respectable living out of something. Because at that time, entrepreneurship was like glorified, right? Endless opportunities, people were getting rich, and you have all these gurus showing off. There's so much money, you just have to grab it for yourself. And Wolf from Wall Street um, inspired one of our classmates as well. That movie sucks, by the way. It's such a ploy to glorify scamming people, literal scammers. Anyways, it was gonna take 2 years, and I don't think this guy had that much time to devote 2 years just to start from scratch again, right? You have to go through the studying, and then after that you gain the knowledge, I guess. But they only taught us about like surface level laws and how to start a business, but that's all sort of common sense. Well, not the law stuff, but being an entrepreneur. You learn on the go. But one day, after a few months, he stopped going to school, right? We didn't see him for I don't know, weeks, months, and we don't know what happened to him. Then one day, after a few months where he wasn't present at school, we hear some news that there was a person that jumped in front of a train and they didn't survive. The medics, the paramedics tried to resuscitate, tried to revive him, but um, there was no chance. And it was found out to be him. And I don't remember very well. And before he stopped going to school, he showed us a picture of his girlfriend on his phone, right? Like, she was beautiful, and I think it was the only thing he had going on for him. And I think she broke up with him. So then he probably felt like he had nothing to live for anymore. He was trying, right? He went to school to learn to be an entrepreneur, but it was hopeless. This system failed him because if you go along the lines, it just poses as something that works for you, but it never does. It always fails you, always. So much for being forced to trust something like this. So when a man is in a place where he feels like he has nothing to lose, everyone resorts to different things. And this was one of them. Not just nothing to lose, but you've lost everything. We found out because our teacher told us. Our teacher was a very, very cheerful woman. Really fun. I liked her very much. But when she presented us the news, she broke up in tears. She told us no one should die this young. And it's a shame. And that kind of makes me think I lost things that mattered to me a lot. I feel like I have nothing. I lost a lot of things, everything. My wealth, my close ones, my friends, everything I counted on has abandoned me and gave up on me. But what makes me not lose hope or not ending it all is all the good people I've met throughout my life. All the people that are still around, care about me. There's only a bunch, but I know that it would hurt them a lot. My mom, for example. My younger brother. And I want to be here for them. I want to be around, right? If they ever need me, I'll do everything for them to be alright. Because I care about them. Because of how they treat me, how much and what I mean to them. And also, I carry pride, justified pride, in who I am and what makes me who I am, and all the people I came across and helped me, believed in me, wanted to see me succeed or wanted me to succeed. So they helped me because they saw the light in me and they wanted it to shine. They wanted it to still be on this world, to keep on being the positive force that this world very much needs at times like these, especially. So I don't want them to be fools that believed and trusted in someone who fails. No. I want their efforts to be the right decision. I don't want to let them down. All my honor is at stake, and their honor. So yeah, there were times where I was so miserable, super miserable. Like when my ex broke up with me, I would let her kill me. Like I would. That's how devastated I was. Just like a praying mantis that rips off the head of the guy. Right? When a female is done with a guy, she just rips his head off and kills him. That's what I was willing to be. But I don't think I want to resort to ending it all. Because I want to see why. Why am I going through this? Because there has to be a purpose. I don't believe in coincidences that we are just some dust in an endless space, that we are here by an accident. I don't believe in that because it's not true. Done research on that. You should too. But at times it seems unbearable. Unbearable. I know. All sorts of problems. Infinite loneliness. Like too much of loneliness. It was such a heavy load. And I wouldn't wish anybody, not even my worst enemies, to experience absolute loneliness. It's a serious thing. Like it's so painful mentally. But somehow I can bear it better now. Like I got through the phase and somehow I grew a thick skin Don't know if that's a good thing, but I did. Yeah, but it took years, right? And now that I have a thick skin for loneliness, new challenges show up in my life that I never experienced before, and I have to deal with them as well. And they are just as strong, if not stronger, than the challenges I overcame. And I wonder, why, right? I wonder if it forges me into a man I'm supposed to become, or if it's supposed to break me one day, and my life would be a tragedy, because I know what I mean, I'm confident in my willpower to a certain degree, but what's beyond, that's where I'm uncertain. And that's where we are right now. I don't know how much of willpower I have in this area, in this far away area that I never explored before, yet I am forced to explore it. I wonder, can I bear it? And if I can, does it mean I can always push myself to this extent and be okay, be fine? Because right now, I'm fearful and uncertain of myself. Will I break or will I not? Is it gonna do permanent damage to me? Like, am I gonna lose my mind? Am I gonna change to the worse? I don't know. But one thing I know is that people who matter to me, I will never give up on them. I don't ever want to let them down. And if I do, I'll do everything that's in my power to make up for it. Because that's just how I am. That's how I always wanted to be. Hope you enjoyed.